How's it going, everyone? So one of the big talking points we've had this year has been that egregious PlayStation Plus price increase. I know it still happened somewhat recently, and I've been pretty vocal about how much I dislike it, but I did want to give the opportunity for Sony to showcase, hey, is the monthly lineup of titles for PlayStation Plus Extra, Premium, and Essential gonna get better to justify this price increase? And it really hasn't. And now we see in an interview that Sony and PlayStation are defending the PlayStation Plus price increase. I mean, what else are they gonna say given that they were asked in an interview? But I still want to talk about it, and I want to go over their reasoning for it. And you know that I'm gonna have a field day when it comes to something like this. Sony is defending PlayStation Plus price increases. In September, Sony obviously increased the price of the 12-month subscriptions to PlayStation Plus Essential, Extra, and Premium. They didn't touch the month-to-month subscription, but honestly, if you're paying month-to-month, I'm not gonna say you're a sucker, because guess what, financially some people might just be in that position, but if you have the financial means to go year to year, you're a sucker if you're going month to month. Like, let's just be honest. But if you don't have the financial means to go, year to year as far as your subscription goes, that's it is what it is. But most of you guys are probably on your yearly subscription cycles, and PlayStation Plus Essential went all the way from $60 to $80. It's a 33% price increase. PlayStation Plus Extra went from $100 to $135. That's a 35% price increase. And PlayStation Plus Premium went from $120 to $160. That's a 30+% price increase. So these are sizable increases. It's one thing where it's like $1 a month increase. In this case, like all of these subscription services, it's well over $1 a month. And is the value proposition getting any better? No. In fact, I would say that since this price increase went into effect, the months that we've gotten have been weaker than a lot of the months previous to the price increase. It's been less day one titles, even though PlayStation Plus doesn't do that a lot. And the game catalog updates, I thought September was pretty decent. October was just, I didn't think it was good at all. But let's talk what Sony Interactive Entertainment Business Chief Eric Alempo had to say in an interview with Barron's. He noted, "We want to make PlayStation Plus great. With our reboot last year and introducing the tier system, a lot of consumers have recognized that there's a lot of value in PlayStation 5. Like practically everything else in the world, we have to look at our pricing and we have to adjust to market conditions." Well, market conditions point towards your competing rival in Microsoft offering a way better subscription service at a comparable or even a lesser price if you're looking at, just getting Game Pass PC or something like that. He continued, "I'm happy to say, unlike a lot of other subscription services out there, we haven't touched the PlayStation Plus pricing for 85% of the world in many years. So this is the first time we did something here." Well, the PlayStation Plus revamp only went into effect last year, and only a year after the revamp going into effect, you're already upping the price. Look, the rhetoric around PlayStation Plus and Extra and Premium is that, hey, it's a nice subscription service, but it pales in comparison to Game Pass, and that still holds true. Like, I know I see a lot of you guys in the comment section being like, "Oh, no, dude, you get all these PlayStation first-party titles." That's great. I love the PlayStation first-party titles. God of War, Spider-Man. Oh, wait, they removed Spider-Man, but Miles Morales, Horizon, those games are fantastic, but you're not getting them day one. You're getting them after Sony had bled the value out of those games dry in terms of selling the games, in terms of selling expansion. And yes, is there still an incentive of offering those games in a subscription service? Sure, but let's be real. 80% of you guys have already bought the PlayStation first-party titles. They're nice to see in there, but most of you guys have the majority of them. So when you see like a Horizon Forbidden West dropping on the service a year later, that's great. How many of you didn't pick up Horizon Forbidden West within a year of picking it up, and then you still gotta buy the expansion? You get the idea. The expansion thing I don't have a big deal with. Microsoft does the same thing. They offer you the base game day one, but now they're doing buy the premium edition and you get early access, buy the DLC. But it is what it is as far as that goes. I would have hoped that with the PlayStation Plus price increase going up, the value proposition would have gone up as well. And I'm not saying you gotta be comparable to Xbox Game Pass. I've never said that. It's just that is always gonna be the direct comparison point. And people can be like, Game Pass is irrelevant, PlayStation is destroying Xbox. That's not the point. The point is these are two comparable services. They're just naturally gonna be compared to one another. And I understand from Sony's lens why they don't want to go the Game Pass route. how much money did it cost to develop Spider-Man 2? I understand why you wouldn't want to give away that game in a $10 a month, $15 a month subscription service, and you want to get people to buy it for $70, and then you'll roll it in to a subscription service and get more value out of it a year from now, 2 years from now, whenever they do decide to add it into the service. I'm never going to be against that, but what I do offer is there are smaller titles you can get as a PlayStation Plus Extra title. They've already done this. They did it with Sea of Stars. They did it with Chia. They did it with Stray. They just don't do it enough, and you get one game every 2 to 3 months that's a day one release, when Microsoft is offering you, outside of their first party stuff, you know, they're offering a lot of other titles and securing deals for a Lies of P, for a Persona 3 Reload, and that's just scratching the surface. They're getting Sea of Stars too. They're getting the smaller scale games that it's hard to follow all of them because, you know, they kind of just get added and they don't make a gigantic amount of impact, but it would still be nice to see a couple of those titles month to month getting rolled in. And when I say they don't make an impact, it's just like they get so many of them. I'm not saying Sony has to be comparable to Game Pass, but it's just something. Give me something with PlayStation Plus Extra instead of a ton of back catalog titles, which the back catalog titles, great, add them, but enhance PlayStation Plus Premium. I've said, you know, maybe bake Crunchyroll into PlayStation Plus Premium. They're already offering a movie catalog. Offering Crunchyroll on Plus Premium, I think, would be really great. It's just, you're increasing the price point so much, and outside of this movie catalog being added, which, like, let's be real, look at that movie catalog. I'm not super into movies. I just offer Crunchyroll as an idea. I'm throwing out ideas that could be beneficial and offer more value at this higher price point. Or hell, what I've been saying for the longest period of time, why are game trials for big titles coming out 3, 4, 5 months after the release of the game? They should be out day one. Or hell, I had this epiphany. What about offering people the ability to play an hour of a game, or a demo of a game, or a certain segment of a game, the initial portion of a game with PlayStation Plus Premium? They have to pre-order the game, so you still get money out of them, but you say, hey, you can play an hour, 24, 48 hours before launch. Offer some sort of value proposition that's gonna make people excited. I mean, these are just basic ideas, and the people being like, yo, you're saying spend $70 and you have to buy a subscription service and then you get an hour, 48 hours early. Isn't that just the same thing as this early access gimmick that you hate? Yes, it is the exact same thing, but at least you're being a little creative and you're doing things that might make people be like, oh, yeah, I should sign up for that. Like, I'm literally just thinking about it from the lens of Sony being like, how can we enhance the value outside of the movie catalog, which the movie catalog I don't think is going to attract a lot of people. But honestly, that idea of like you playing a game early, I think could be pretty effective. It would be an absolutely, like, I would think it's a whack idea from the sense of a consumer lens, because it's just like, yo, bro, the game's done, just release it 48 hours early. But if you want to do something that, you know, potentially increases value to the consumer, at least perceived value, let's go with that, perceived value to the consumer, that's just an idea I threw out. How about some more basic things, like actually make the PlayStation Plus Premium catalog something of value instead of, you know, it's okay right now, you got some okay games in there, but there's so much potential. And let's be honest here, if PlayStation Plus Premium went for $120 to $160, but they said at the same time, hey, we're gonna offer PlayStation 3 backwards compatibility, PlayStation 3 games are gonna be downloadable, nobody would have batted an eye on that. Everybody would have been like, alright, brother, increase the price all you want, I'm good to go. Let me go play my MGS4, let me go play my Metal Gear Rising, let me go play my, you know, Bleach Soul Resurrection. There's an off-the-wall one for you guys. If they did full-on backwards compatibility, like, that would get people excited. Or even offering more depth into the Plus Extra catalog. Like, a Plus Extra, there's only so much you can do with it, because you're not gonna offer first-party titles day one. You're not gonna get a bunch of third-party day one deals. Like, I don't think Sony's gonna go the route of getting a Lies of P, getting a Persona 3 Reload, but you can get smaller games like, you know, your Sea of Stars is out there, and I think that could be beneficial, and then offer value from an essential standpoint as well. I mean, we got Callisto Protocol recently, which I guess is pretty decent, but, you know, there's value that could be added there. I just think, you know, they upped the price because they wanted to make more money, and subscription services are just like that. People up the price, there's gonna be a big hoopla on social media, and then they look at their bottom line, and it's gonna be like, oh, we just made a lot of money. Look at the Netflix password sharing thing. How much vitriol was spewed on social media about that, and then you look that Netflix has had the biggest subscriber growth in years because of that, and that's what they're gonna look at. Yes, the social media attention, the social media media fandom and people buzzing around your company, positive reception, positive publicity, that's great, but these companies care about their bottom line at the end of the day, and, you know, the vitriol on social media is only going to get you so far. So I think it's a bunch of nonsense. I would wish that they would actually offer value to these 3 subscription tiers. There's value in there right now, just not value to warrant this price increase that they went with. And we're 2 months in since the price increase has went into effect, and has anything gotten better? The movie catalog is what you're paying for on Plus Premium. Like, I guess, brother, $40 extra a year. That is the value that you're getting. Like, come on, man, actually increase that Plus Premium Classics game catalog. Maybe add PlayStation 3 backwards compatibility. If people are figuring it out with RPCS 3, I know Sony can figure it out with the PS5. I don't know, man. Like, it's just wild to me that that isn't a thing. Maybe they're just like, hey, we just want to keep remastering these games. Maybe that's an aspect of it too. But that'll do it for me. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comments section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.